It's in. Oh, sorry, that's really zoomed in. I'm so sorry. It is another Typhoon Lagoon day. We love a lazy Typhoon Lagoon water park day. Ellie, what are you most looking forward to?
Sleeping.
Sleeping. We're gonna grab a umbrella, 2 sun loungers, buy an umbrella. Ellie's gonna sleep and I'm gonna go play in the waves. Oh, for a second I thought that was your end of the holiday t-shirt. I was like, what are you doing? No, it's her when people bother me on my lunch break t-shirt. Now, I think Ellie is clearly the genius at getting, a few people have asked us while we've been away, oh, how'd you get your boarding passes for Guardians of the Galaxy? The first thing you need is a park reservation. Now, because we are Typhoon Lagooning today, we do have a park reservation for Epcot, but we only did that because we're going there this evening for Le Cellier. So weren't planning on going there this morning, but we're just like, we might as well have a park reservation. You woke up this morning, didn't you? What boarding group did you get?
2.
And the last time Ellie did it, she got 4. So I would say don't stress about getting on to Guardians of the Galaxy, because the 3 out of 3 times we've tried it, we've managed to get boarding passes. We've got 2, 4 and 106. And the 106 was by about 3 p.m. So, you know, it sounds high, but it was about 3 p.m. And the only thing I can advise is from about, and I use my watch for the countdown, but from about 10 seconds to 7 a.m, just start refreshing.
I'll just continue refreshing from when it got to 6:59.
Yeah. The knack is to refresh it just as it bang on turn 7. And then you'll get a boarding pass.
And then literally all you need to have done is just press join the waiting queue or whatever.
Make sure everyone in your party's clicked on it. Yeah, be there ready. And it will then say this page will refresh at 7 a.m. Well, you keep refreshing it. Make sure everyone in your party who has access to the app is doing it as well. And you stand more chance. So good luck to you if you're doing that. Anyway, it is 6 minutes past 9. So the park doesn't open till 10. It's one of those awkward things. You kind of have to get there earlier if you want to get the umbrellas, don't you? So we'll mooch over, take a slow stroll, maybe fill up our resort mugs. Yeah, cool. And we'll see you guys later. That smells so good. Chocolate. It smells incredible. Full of chocolate. Yeah.
Limit of 6 cookies per person.
Only 6 pounds of cookie. Like a 10-minute wait line, probably about 15, so there was an extra 5 minutes when we're inside. Right, let's give these a go. Ellie, you got the original as well? Oh no, hang on. Okay, let's give these a go. What I will say is the chocolate's a lot nicer than I thought it was going to be, because generally American chocolate's not that great. The addition of the salt's really nice. I would just say though, it just tastes like a cookie. Yeah. But nicer chocolate than you were expecting. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
It's like, I can't compare it to it. I mean, I know it tastes like some other things, but I'd say I expected it to be more cookie. But there's so many chocolate chips, it's a bit much. And put chocolate through a member as well.
I'll really enjoy that, but I wouldn't buy another. No. So this is probably our poshest dinner of the holiday. So I have gone a little more dressed up. I've got a sleeved dress, which I don't think I've ever done in America before. I tend to always go strapless, so let's hope I don't boil in this. And then I've even put on some sparkly little shoes. I can't wait. Steak's one of my favourite foods. I've heard good things about this restaurant, so fingers crossed it lives up to expectation. We've got, so I can't remember if we said or not, we have, as part of our booking for this trip, we got given a dining card. Not the same as the dining plan, it's not done in credits, it's literally, it was loaded up with $850 and then we've just spent it throughout the trip. We've got just over $100 left on it, so we reckon that we'll have about $50 each to spend tonight, and then we'll make up the rest with payment when the check comes along. And then hopefully we're finally going to get to see Harmonious, but it is thundery. As you'll have seen, we got kicked out Typhoon Lagoon. Well, we didn't get kicked out, but you couldn't go on anything, so we left. And you know, but every cloud, every silver lining and all that, we therefore got to try a Gideon's cookie with a 10-minute queue, because I do know some people wait a very long time for those little gems of cookie. You nearly ready? Awesome. Right, let's head on over to Epcot, keep our fingers and toes crossed that the thunder does not come down, and let's go. This sky is making me nervous. That said, we've just walked past a load of people who've clearly just been in the swimming pool, so that means there's no storms within 6 mile radius.
Kicked out the swimming pool.
Yeah, it's open, then it closed again, who knows. But yeah, it's a lovely little walk down to the bus. For us it's like 3 or 4 minute walk, and you just come out, and this is where, so in Riverside it's such a big hotel, there are 4 bus points. Our closest one is the South Terminal, which is just near the lobby, which you can see right in front of me. To get to pretty much all of the parks, it's about a 10-minute bus ride, except for Animal Kingdom, which is closer to the 20-minute mark, and also Disney Springs takes longer to get to, but that from our perspective is only because we're the first stop on the way to Disney Springs. Normally we're the last pickup and we just go straight to wherever our destination is, whereas when we're going to Springs it's in the other direction, so we have to go around the other 3 bus points, and we also go to French Quarter as well. So that makes both Springs and Typhoon Lagoon actually, again, about a 20-minute drive in, but quicker on the way home. But I would say if you can, get the boat to Disney Springs, because it's far more enjoyable and just a very pleasant ride. But yeah, all in all, love this hotel, would definitely come back. It's in, oh sorry, that's really zoomed in. I'm so sorry. There we go, we're back. Ali was just doing her voluntary work and took some photos for a couple. I was just saying, this is where I think the Magic Pass, no, Memory Maker is so fantastic. I mean, for us Brits it comes with our holiday packages, and I just think it's so lovely, particularly if you're a family, to be able to get some whole group shots. It's really, really lovely. So we're heading off around to the right. This is where we were yesterday, isn't it? Go around this way. Oh, you can just see bits of Moana. That wasn't there yesterday, was it? Couldn't see that. I'll show you. So this is all going to be part of the Moana. It's like something water, something to water. Moving around. It's just beginning to poke up over the scaffolding over there, over the boards.
I'm excited to be here one day far in the future when all of this scaffolding and like stuff, because I feel like Epcot the last couple of times, yeah, there's always been boards up. Yeah,
the last time it was in front of the Spaceship Earth, wasn't it? Yeah. As you kind of came in, but now they've got that beautiful glass fountain.
It'd be nice to see what it'd be like fully finished.
I mean, it's definitely had a full-on facelift, hasn't it, in recent years, but I'm sure it'll be wonderful when it's all finished. Having this here in the middle does add a lot of walking time on for you, because you just can't walk straight down the middle, but it's okay. We're off to Canada, because that is where Le Cellier is based, which is quite nice because it's quite near the start of the Old World Showcase. Do you know what I've also noticed, Ellie? We are, controversial opinion here, we are people that go from Mexico, we go left, don't we? We go Mexico through to Canada, but this trip we have definitely done more going from Canada, turning right.
Yeah, I think it's more because we've been
just chance, wasn't it?
Needing to go to certain places, rather than like, you know, if we'd had time, or if it wasn't raining, or if it wasn't like too hot, we would have just done our normal route.
Yeah. But yeah, looking forward to this. I'm hoping to also get a few more pressed pennies because I want to get one for every single pavilion. I think I've got about 3 of them. I've got Japan, UK and Norway. And Ellie, you've got your pins, haven't you? As we said yesterday, this is a great park to do some pin trading in, so I'm sure we will get some goods today.
I thought that Disneyland, I got like a Disneyland ticket one, thinking like, oh, this could be rare.
That was
it wasn't rare, it was for like $15 on eBay, so that's going to be traded off.
I mean, that's not bad, $15.
Yeah.
You know, you got it for nothing, arguably.
I want to hit the jackpot.
You want to get a limited edition that someone's unknowingly given away.
I've been like, I don't like this. And I'm like, ha ha ha.
It's mine now. I mean, it would be rude to walk by this guy and not pay him a visit, wouldn't it? #1 fan. Have you ever watched Flubber? I don't think I have. I vaguely remember watching it on, it was one of those assemblies at primary school where they wheel out the telly for you. For those of you too young to know what I'm talking about, before we had projector screens and electronic whiteboards, they used to bring out the TV on a trolley, and I vaguely remember watching Flubber in an assembly, but...
I just remember how I thought that Robin Williams and Phil Collins were
very, very different people.
He's everywhere.
Everywhere you look.
And so, as you can plainly see, imagination works the best when it's set free.
You said it, Doc! Imagination is a blast!
So we've got a variety of breads, sourdough, pretzel, and what was the other one?
I don't know.
Can't remember. And then a special kind of butter with a maple on it. And what a gorgeous little restaurant we're in. Amazing, love it. Oh wow, that was so good. Best steak ever. Everything was just divine. We only had 2 courses because we were just that full. We could not fit in another thing. We've seen people debate whether Le Cellier is worth it. To give you some perspective, our meal cost us, including drinks, cost us $204, which by no means absolutely is a lot of money, but we sat down and we talked about it and we were like, actually, that meal has come in at the same price as Ohana, Storybook, etc, etc. Arguably, we did only have 2 courses.
Yeah, but in the Storybook you didn't have a choice. That was the fixed price.
Yeah.
And so it's like, maybe we wouldn't have gone for a dessert, I don't know.
But it was worth every penny, and the quality of the food was above and beyond anything we've had on this entire trip. I mean, you said it just exactly as it was. You were like, every meal I've had, you were like, there's always been something that I changed, but that was perfect. Yeah. The bread service here today, oh my goodness. The pretzel bread was so good.
But like my steak had asparagus, which is my favourite, mushroom risotto, love mushrooms, truffle butter, nice little tomatoes on top, which are from Epcot. I think I saw it on Living with the Land, I saw my tomatoes. And the steak itself was just, and I was saying to Lorna, it's perfectly, God, what's the word? Basted, where you could tell they just basted it for like forever.
Oh, it was like, it had a nice, like, not crunch, but like...
Right, it's a crust. Like,
yeah, had a nice...
Oh, basting it, yeah.
And I like my steak rare, Ellie likes her steak medium rare, and we quite often will come out and we're like, this is slightly more well done than I wanted. It was just beautiful, absolutely stunning.
I'd say also, if you are like, oh, that's a lot of money, and like you couldn't afford that if you came here, at the Food and Wine Festival, they've got a mini filet mignon with the mushroom risotto, and also the mini cheddar and bacon soup.
I'm trying to see how much it is.
I think it's like $9.25. I would 100% say it's worth. I mean, like, I've just seen people walk past. The fillet is like this big, and you get like a little mushroom sort of thing at the bottom. Totally worth it. I've heard it's just as good in terms of like it tastes the same. So
it's almost a shame they don't offer smaller sized steaks at the Cellier, because honestly, I've never had a steak so big in my life ever. When it came out, I was like, oh my goodness.
The potato you had was like insanely huge.
I had it was 2 portions on my plate. I ate all of the steaks. I had to. I was like, I'm not leaving this beautiful thing.
I cleared my plate.
It was honestly best meal of the holiday. It's not going to look. We're going to Skipper's tomorrow, which will be great fun, but it's not going to top that.
They've taken off my favourite thing on the menu in Skipper's by the looks of it.
What was your favourite thing?
I had that seafood curry last time, which they don't have on the menu.
But yeah, kind of on cloud 9 now. So we are going to go and get a nice spot for the fireworks. That was the other thing, the service in there was incredible. They were so friendly, chatty. They heard we were watching the fireworks later. They were like giving us tips on where to stand, which FYI is kind of Japan area. So we got it right the other day. And we came, just a shame we didn't get to see it. The sky is getting bluer, so fingers crossed, don't hear lightning. Yeah. So yeah, we will head on round, we'll mosey over. We're not going to move anywhere fast with how full we're feeling, but that was just mwah, chef's kiss. So, Ellie, thoughts?
I very much liked Harmonious. I thought it was very clever how the water and the fireworks came out of like the moving thing. I personally think that Enchantment is better. One thing that I thought let Harmonious down was that the soundtrack was very similar, overlapping with other fireworks shows. A lot of like Hunchback of Notre Dame, Brave, Hercules, Moana, all of which of course are excellent. But that's why I liked the Hollywood studio shows. There's lots of new like animations of like different films you don't usually see, and also songs.
So for you, it's films that have been done in things like Happily Ever After before. Yeah.
I feel like it's a Happily Ever After Epcot version.
It was very much clearly trying to go around as many countries as it could, except Hawaii and Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah, that was a perfect opportunity to merge Hawaiian roller coaster ride in there.
Yeah.
Hit me up, Disney, if you need any ideas.
I thought it was done really beautifully, like Ellie said. There was this one terrifying moment where firework, I kid you not, probably like what, 5 meters in front of us, like cannon shot out. It was, they just kept going boom, boom, boom. It was so loud, it was terrifying. But no, really loved it, and I liked how the songs, they overlapped and how they were sung in their native languages as well as in English. It was very beautiful. Like Ellie, prefer Enchantment to that. But I think it's always never gonna be as good because it's such a big space it's got to fill. It's never gonna look, it's harder to look as majestic, isn't it?
Yeah.
Especially when you've got like those small screens on the big lake.
More me that it didn't hit me in the feels like the Enchantment did at some point.
Now, I did cry in that one today, and I didn't cry in Enchantment. The final song is Someday, which is in the credits song of Hercules, Hunchback of Notre Dame, and the lyrics are, someday the world will be fairer and men will be wiser and all of this, and it's just really got me, that. And thankfully there was this girl / woman behind me who just decided that she was clearly a better singer than the soundtrack and was belting along the whole way through, but she didn't know the words to Someday, so I was able to actually enjoy that one. And that is my little pet peeve, my friends. You don't know if it is somebody's one and only time to see a show, so be respectful. Don't go belting the songs out just because you've seen it 5 times. And that's all I have to say on the matter.
And also I want to say, please bring back Happily Ever After. I really miss it, and I will happily work with you, Disney, to find some sort of compromise, and that compromise will be Happily Ever After plus Stitch. And you can have my pins.
This is just stunning. My camera doesn't do it justice at all, but believe me when I say it's beautiful.
I'll tell you what does do justice to me.
You're lighting up now. Back in the room. It was fairly pain-free getting back there. We got to the bus stop and we're like, we're never freaking on that bus when we saw the big old queue, but we had an excellent bus driver and he got us all on. Anyway, let's round up. So Ellie, what's been your favourite? Oh, this is a hard one. What has been your favourite food today?
The stalks of asparagus. No, I'm joking. The steak.
Yeah, the steak was just wonderful. Yeah, steak for me as well. Your favourite? Really done. Well, we did water slides today. Favourite ride / attraction today?
Figment.
Oh, we did Figment as well, didn't we? I forgot about that. It was one of the ones that you didn't do with me. I was in the water park earlier and Ellie went off for a snooze, but I went on one and I can't remember what it was called. But you were in a yellow little rubber ring thing, and it was kind of like going through Whitewater Rapids. It was a lot of fun.
Like the one that I fell off and then it landed on my head, and then the person didn't help me and I was drowning and I died, but I'm still here.
And finally, your favourite moment?
Eating my steak.
Eating your steak. Yeah, I'm going to go with you. Being in the restaurant, it was just such a nice experience. It was so chilled. They gave us time between our courses. It was wonderful.
It's a very small restaurant.
Very small restaurant. So a couple of tips for you. Make sure it's like one of the first restaurants that you book as soon as your dining day opens up on that 60-day window. And secondly, it's quite a cold restaurant, so was actually quite glad I had a sleeved dress on in the end. So yeah, just make sure you got something that you can put on if you're getting chilly.
Most are cold restaurants actually.
Yeah, I thought that one was particularly cold today.
Oh, I don't find it too bad, but then I'm wearing
longer sleeves. Yeah. Anyway, you're so not in focus, Ellie, at all.
Right.
You've been a little blur in the background.
That's okay. I'm always just a blur in the background.
A blur in the background. Well, anyway, thank you so much for watching. Tomorrow is AK. Oh, there you go. You're in focus now. No, gone again. Tomorrow we are in Animal Kingdom. We did try to switch. We did try to switch our to be Magic Kingdom because we realised we've done a lot of Animal Kingdom first thing in the morning, but Magic Kingdom and Hollywood Studios are totally booked up for park reservations, so
What?
I would advise to give yourselves more flexibility, because we don't like this park reservation system, especially seeing as you have to wait until 2 in the afternoon before you can change parks. To give you more flexibility, I would book onto more Magic Kingdom and more Hollywood Studios days, because you can easily cancel them and then still get onto Epcot and Animal Kingdom because they are still very much free. So we've got Animal Kingdom, and then we've got Skipper's Canteen and Magic Kingdom.
No, not much of Magic Kingdom. I'll translate. We haven't done much of Magic Kingdom actually.
No,
we're missing quite a lot. We haven't done Big Thunder.
We've still not done Big Thunder. We've still not done Big Thunder. Still not done Peter Pan. Still not done Winnie the Pooh. Still not done Small World.
I would argue though, Big Thunder's not our fault. It was down literally all day. We were in Magic Kingdom.
We were meant to do it, but it was closed.
Yeah.
So anyway, look forward to taking you along then. So thank you so much for watching, and until next time.